are y'all this morning? I'm sporting my robe that has all the hearts on it, and I decided to make my coffee in this cute little Valentine mug. It's the season of love is fast approaching us. And who better demonstrates love than Jesus? You know what I'm saying? So y'all, please pardon my appearance. I have got a busy day ahead of me of cleaning this house. So I just kind of pulled the hair back and gonna get my caffeine in me and get started cleaning. But before we do all that, we're gonna go to this little book that we have been reading and just see how the Lord wants to minister to our spirits today. He is just so good, and I have just felt him so strongly the past. I feel him all the time. Well, there's some days that I'm wondering, are you there, Lord? But for the most part, I do feel him a lot of days. I feel the presence of him all around me. And then there's some days that he just feels extra close. And that's how it's been the past few days. He's just been extra close, it felt like to me. So I'm loving it. I'm not complaining at all. He can just do that every day if he wants to. But I know that there's times and situations he has to kind of like let me do my thing and see how well I've learned. So anyway, let's see what he has for us today in this little book. So I'm just gonna open it up. Well, I opened it up to this. Let's see what it says. It's a psalm, it's a scripture. And it says, keep me at it, delight thy in the Lord. Lord have mercy. It says, if I can get my words right, delight thou in the Lord, and he shall give thee thy heart's desires. Commit thy way unto the Lord, and put thy trust in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalms 37, 4-5. And how true is that, y'all? Okay, so I'm going to try this again. So I'm going to close the book. I'm going to try it again and just let the Lord just open it up to what he wants us to hear. And I've turned to the page 100. It's under the topic, Bring Us Together, and the title of this reading is The Luncheon. So, let's get started. Oh Lord, my two best friends are lunching together today, and I'm worried sick. Please don't let them tell each other the foolish things that in unguarded moments I have said about each of them. I am filled with remorse. I ask your forgiveness for those things. You know that I love each of them dearly. You know that I would never intentionally hurt either of them. You know how much I value their friendship, and I know that they value mine. Humbly, I lay this situation before you for blessing. Let me start over with that one. Humbly, I lay this situation before you for blessing. 3 women who are very close to each other, but who sometimes criticize each other. Knowing women, I know that they probably criticize me too. If they do so today, I know they don't mean it unkindly, but don't let me find out. Spare me foolish tongues. If they discuss me, above all, don't let either of them repeat anything I've said. Spare them my foolish tongue. Bless them both. Bless their time together. Don't let anything threaten it. Bless their friendship and mine. And in the future, help me. Guard, oh guard, I pray, my foolish tongue. Well, as women, if there's any men watching and you didn't know this, as women, this can be a very common occurrence. We do say things sometimes foolishly, never intentionally to hurt another friend. There are some that do say things intentionally to hurt others. But for the most part, if you have been friends with another woman, then you can kind of laugh at this and also understand her feelings. Oh, why do we do it? why do we do it? I've been there, done that. I've had things said that I said that I didn't say. And I've had other people say things to me that somebody said that they didn't say. Oh, but I think she ended it with the right attitude. In the future, help me. Guard, oh guard, I pray, my foolish tongue. And I think that is a prayer that we could all pray every day for ourselves, because we are human. We do say things sometimes out of frustration, out of anger, out of jealousy, out of just fear, out of pettiness. And I think that, well, I think the Lord understands that, but that does not make it right. Because depending on who you're saying it to, it can do a lot of damage. But if you're just saying it, then you're putting things out there that the enemy can then take and use against you. Another reason to guard our tongue. So in this whole little prayer, there's much can be taken away from this. I know she was kind of worried that the two friends were going to get together and start discussing, well, she said this about you. Oh yeah, well, she said this about you. And then they would start talking about her. I get that's what she's saying, but what I'm taking away from this is to pray and be mindful of what you say. Number one, about other people. It's just not right to judge. But also be careful what you put out there, because there is life and death in the tongue. And what you say can help you or hurt you. And I have learned that so many times over. And it's like, when is it ever going to click? And I just stop making the same mistakes, because I'm human and I screw up. My mouth overloads my butt a lot of times, just being real. So it is very important to really pray that the Lord will help you and guard our foolish tongues, because Lord knows if he don't, and we just say first thing that comes to our mind, that's not always good. It's not always good. That's my takeaway from this. I would be interested to hear what your takeaway is. It's a great reminder to me to be careful what you say, be careful who you say it to, and to just pray that the Lord would just, guard my foolish tongue. Guard my foolish tongue. Because I never ever want to hurt anybody. I never want to be unkind. There was a time in my life where I didn't care what I said or how I said it and to whom I said it to. But thank goodness, with age comes wisdom, and with a relationship with God comes kindness. And because I wasn't always kind, I wasn't always careful with what I said, and I certainly didn't take into consideration other people's feelings. But I thank God that I'm not that way anymore. Although I still mess up from time to time, and I still may say things that are hateful and hurtful. Not always intentionally, sometimes intentionally. Lord forgive me. But I do pray that God will help me to be a better person, and to be a blessing, and to be maybe a kind word to someone who's going through something, who's battling something, and not add to their stress and their pain or their turmoil, their anger, So that's my takeaway from it. It's another reminder to just guard your mouth, guard your tongue, guard your thoughts, and be careful what you say, because life and death is in the tongue. And I'm sorry if y'all hear the garbage truck. They're picking up our garbage, but we're thankful for the trash men. All right, y'all, that is going to do it for this little reading today. Thank y'all so much for being here. I would really love to hear your takeaway from this. Y'all have such great points, and I love reading your comments, because y'all bring out things that I didn't think about, And you never know who's going to read through the comments and maybe, take something that you say might be exactly what the Lord wants them to hear at that time or read at that time. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I love you. I thank you for all your love and support. I pray that you are abundantly blessed today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.